Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pro Stock Manager 2016. My name is Edison, and we are currently riding the Vuelta, which I keep calling the Giro. Anywho, we have here a hilly stage with quite the mountainous finish. It's a borderline mountain stage, I would call it. Well, we're trying to not lose any time, really, overall. We are among the favorites, which is a bit surprise, or outsiders I should say. And we are currently working for our youth jersey competition. We're trying to get the youth jersey for all 3 Grand Tours. As usual, I'll let the announcer do his thing, in the in-game announcer, while setting up the race.
Our journey north across Galicia continues today with this 4th stage from Betanzos to San Andrés de Teixido. The 161-kilometer route includes 1 second category and 2 third category climbs. The third category climbs come within the first half of the stage, and they will hardly slow the peloton. Thereafter, it's easy going until the riders reach Cedeira, from where, as like yesterday, they will climb to a finish with a view. In fact, the road up to the Mirador Vicia de Herrera is 2 climbs. The first 8 kilometers of about 5%. Then it's downhill for 2 kilometers before the final 4 kilometers at over 7%, justifying its second category classification.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting finish. Roughly 10 kilometers from the foot of this climb until the top of the next climb. I don't expect to do too well, but we'll see if I can. We'll see what the rest of the peloton is up to. Really? So, yeah. Other than that, there's not really much going on. I'm pleased to announce, well, I have already announced it by the time you see this video. In fact, I'll be live streaming possibly at this moment when you see this video. Especially if you see it the moment it goes live. Unless it's going live on the weekend. Anyway, the Final Fantasy Count-Up event has been going on for a while, now that you're seeing this. And hopefully you have come to check it out. It's going to be hopefully a lot of fun, but, well, it's hard to tell beforehand, but at least it's going to be a lot of good games, in my opinion. And there's going to be a lot of content creators working to celebrate the 15th main game release in the Final Fantasy series. In fact, I just recorded an announcement video for it that should go up in the next few days. Not for you guys, but for me. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that so far, and continue to enjoy that after this video. Anywho, now that that's out of the bag, that's why I've been bulk recording so much in the last few days. For me, for you, it's only still 1 video a day. 1 Pro Cycling Manager video a day, that is. Move, jerk faces. I'm not doing too well. Hello, Reisenbach.
It looks like the pack has bitten the dust collectively, but the riders would seem to be okay to carry on.
Well, 15th on the hilly stage, for me, is not a bad result. After all, I'm a time trialist slash climber more than a hilly rider, really. So we lost the green jersey to Valverde, that's okay.
And here are the key moments of the race.
Results, I don't care about how much I lost. 122, right. For some reason I forgot the order of events. Of the screens, not sure why. Anyway, we have stage 2 for today, which is a relatively flat one. Why else Tommy have this locked on the favourites list? Is he on the favourites list here as well? Come on, next screen please. I think next one is the one I want. Yeah, what? Oh, 71 sprint, okay. That makes it a bit more reasonable. Also, I'm 2 minutes behind on Valverde. I should be able to take that on time trials and mountain stages. Kwiatkowski as well, Tony Galopar, hopefully. It's going to be an intense one.
We've come east to Viveira for the start of the 5th stage, which will follow the coast to Ribadeo before turning inland. The riders will then make a 4.5-kilometre climb at 5% to Castro, before continuing on to the second category, Alto do Picato, a steep 6.2 kilometres at over 8%. The third category, Porto de Marco Alvare, is far more gentle, and it's followed by 66 kilometres of sprinter terrain, all the way to the finish. That lies at 170 kilometres in Lugo. The town actually gets to see the peloton twice, as the riders are taken on the 26-kilometre loop before the line is finally crossed.
Well, we have a somewhat flat stage, but in higher altitude than normal flat stages. That's interesting. We are 13th overall, 2 minutes and 5 seconds behind, I think, Valverde. Also, a sprint jersey and a climber's jersey. And we are 35 seconds behind Bernal. We should. I'm more concerned about Sam Omen here. Sam Omen, I think. Anyways, here we go with the first climb. Then we go down again, and then we go up again. Interestingly enough. Not really that fast for pace, because, well, I'm on the front. And then we have the flat stage once again. Valverde, Simon Yates ahead of me. Wow. Valverde has a good grip on the points jersey for now. I mean, I think he won both hilly stages that's been so far, so... yeah. Not that surprising, really. Right. Move, people. I finished 14th. I finished ahead of Valverde and Luis Menches and Contador and other people. And I think that was the breakaway remains that won the stage,
Now for the race highlights.
which is always impressive. Yeah. And anyways, here we go, the final stage of today's episode. Our fitness level is rising, our tiredness level is also rising, obviously. Hilly stage. If there's a lot of these, it's going to be really hard to take the jersey off Valverde, but hopefully we will be able to do so. Oh, Tony Galopa is on a 75 mountain. Okay. I thought it was higher. And I thought he was a time trialer as well, so...
Yesterday, the finishing town got 2 looks of the peloton. Today, it's the starting town, since the riders will return to Monforte de Lemos at the halfway mark. The real racing begins after the second visit, as there are 4 climbs before the finish in Luindra. 2 of the climbs are classified as second category, and they should enhance the chances of any breakaway riders. The day finishes with a short descent after the equally short and steep Pombar climb. Whoever raises their arms at the end of this 163-kilometer 6th stage can savor their glass of Ribera Sacra wine.
Of the people ahead of me now, I think actually Kwiatkowski, Kellerman and Contador, and maybe Yates, no, not Yates, are going to be the biggest threats overall. Because they're good climbers, decent on hills, and they can bloody time trial as well. Well, Galopin is not decent on mountains, he's as good as on mountains as we are on hills, so that's always going to be an interesting one. Anywho, riding the slow-paced peloton, Johan Alfredo in the break. Good for him. Far behind, obviously, because he's not on the list of it's not top 10 or top 5 or whatever of the provisional leaderboard that takes into account the time difference between peloton and breakaway. Also, they don't seem to really have that big of a gap. Okay, made it fine so far. It's going to be interesting to see the final climbs. What's going to happen? Fredo and his friends is almost reeled in. They should be reeled in now, yes. It's just a matter of surviving until the end. Someone fell, hopefully good riders in the general classification fell, because I want less competition. But yeah.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign. Splendid
Wow.
solo win,
What?
and a well-deserved one.
Okay. Okay. That was a bit confusing. I did not think I would be the leader, the winner. If I did that, I would have slowed down. But hey, that's 2 stage wins.
And
Quality.
here are the key moments of the race.
Did I get the time gap on the rest of the guys then? Of course not. But hey, it's a win is a win. I just need to check something. Grand Tour wins. Career. 4 in the Tour, 2 in the Vuelta. That means I should have 6 stage wins in the... What did I call it, the Vuelta? 4 in the Tour, 2 in the Giro. That means I should have 6 in the Vuelta. 6 or 8. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time. Take care of everybody.